Hello friends, welcome to online lecture series. This is the second lecture of your Chemistry 501 paper, unit number 2, Crystal Field Theory. So this chapter contains 14 marks in your university exams. Okay. So in our previous lecture we discussed about basic introduction part of crystal field theory. Two scientists, first one is Bethe and another one is Van Dyck gives this theory. Bethe introduced the stability and structure of different complex compound via using crystal field theory. And second one, Van Dyck introduced a magnetic property of different complexes like is paramagnetic, diamagnetic. Okay. So first, in 1927, Bethe introduced this theory to explain structure and stability of complexes. Bethe introduced this theory for determining structure and stability of different complexes. Okay. So from Bethe introduced this theory for structure and stability of complexes. And second one is Van Dyck. Van Dyck introduced this theory for magnetic behavior. Okay. So Bethe introduced this theory for determine structure and different stability of complex compound. And for Van Dyck introduced this theory for magnetic behavior. Okay. So Van Dyck checked magnetic behavior of complexes via using theory CFT. Okay. So the main characteristic contain different 10 points. First one is the main points are, first one is the central metal ion in complex is positively charged. So in complex metal attached with ligand via covalent coordinate bond. Metal attached with ligand via covalent coordinate bond. So in this case, the metal ion in complex is positively charged. It means metal ion contain positively charged species. It means it comes from 3d orbital, 4d orbital or 5d orbital. 3d orbital contain total 10 d block elements: scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. Okay. So metal ion contain positively charged. Okay. Second is negative or neutral ligand attached with positively charged central metal ion, and ligand is electrostatic type. It means ligand is attached with metal ion via covalent coordinate bond, and ligand means negative or neutral charge species which donate electron pair to metal ion. Okay, so negative or neutral ligand attached with positively charged metal ion, and ligand is electrostatic type. It means when ligand come closer to the metal ion, at that time electrostatic type force is produced around the metal ion. Okay. So first point for metal ion, it means metal ion should be positively charged. Second one is neutral or negative ligand attached with metal ion via electrostatic type. Okay. So third point is the attraction between central metal ion and ligand is electrostatic type. So first point is the central metal ion is positively charged. Second one is neutral or negative ligand attached with central metal ion, and ligand is electrostatic type. It means when ligand come closer to the metal ion, at that time electrostatic force field is produced around the metal ion. Okay. So the attraction between ligand and metal ion is electrostatic type. Okay. So this 3 point for ligand and metal. First one is metal is positively charged, ligand is neutral or negative atom is joined with a metal ion via covalent coordinate bond, and it forms electrostatic type force around the field around the metal ion. Okay. So first point is s orbital and p orbital. S and p orbital both are symmetrical. The shape of s orbital is spherical. And the shape of p orbital is convex. Like, okay. So these two orbitals are symmetrical in nature. symmetrical in nature. It means so ligand field is not much affected on s orbital and p orbital. So ligand field is not much affected on s orbital and p orbital, but all 5 d orbitals are degenerated, not symmetrical. So ligand field is attaching on d orbital. So first one is s orbital and p orbital. These two orbitals are symmetrical in nature. So ligand field is not much effect on this. But d orbitals is degenerated. Degenerated means all the sub d orbitals have same energy. D orbitals is degenerated and also asymmetrical, and also asymmetrical or not symmetrical. So ligand field is affecting on d orbital. At that time d orbital energy increases. Okay. So when ligand is attached with metal ion, at that time the energy of d orbital of metal ion is increases, because d orbital is asymmetrical and 5 d orbitals are degenerated. It means the d orbital energy is increases. Okay. So first one is metal ion is positively charged. Second one is negative or neutral ligand protects with metal ion by a covalent coordinate bond and it forms electrostatic direct force around the metal ion. And when metal ion, when ligand is attached with metal ion, at that time the s orbital and p orbital both are symmetrical, so it not much affected by ligand. Okay, but d orbital, all 5 d orbitals are not symmetrical or asymmetrical, so ligand field is much affected on d orbital. At that time d orbital energy increases. Okay, so this is the fourth point. And fifth point is in ground state all 5 d orbitals are degenerated. In ground state all 5 d orbitals are degenerated. Degenerated means in ground state this is the d orbital. D orbital contain 5 suborbitals. First one is dxy, dyz, dzx, d square minus y square and dz. Okay, so in ground state all these 5 suborbitals are degenerated, but when ligand is attached with a central metal ion, at that time degeneracy is destroyed. First one is what is the meaning of degeneracy or degenerated? Degenerated means all the 5 suborbitals contain similar energy. The energy of all the 5 suborbitals are equal in ground state. But when ligand attached with metal ion, at that time d orbital, so ligand field affected on d orbital. So ligand field affected on d orbital. At that time d orbital is further split into two terms. At that time degeneracy of d orbital is destroyed. It means in ground state all the 5 d orbitals suborbitals are degenerated, but when metal ion is attached with ligand, at that time energy of d orbital is not degenerated. It means degeneracy destroyed. Okay, so fifth point is in ground state all the 5 d orbitals are degenerated, but when metal ligand is attached with metal ion, at that time d orbital further split into two terms, d2z and ag. Okay, so sixth point is d orbital split into two groups, d2z and ag, under ligand field effect. Okay, so in ground state all the d orbitals have equal energy, but when ligand is attached with metal ion, at that time degeneracy is destroyed and d orbital further split into two terms. First one is d2z and second one is ag. Okay, so here we can see that d orbital is further split into two terms. Here dxy, dyz and dzx. These three suborbitals create one group, that is known as d2z group. And the x square minus y square and dz square create another group, and this is known as ag group. Okay, so d orbital is further split into two terms. First one is d2z and ag. Okay, so here in this case d2z is the energy of ag is higher than T2G. T2G is ground state and Z is in excited state. Okay, so this is the energy difference delta E. T2G is lower side and Z is the upper part or upper side. Okay, so here also Z is at ground state and T2G is at upper side of the splitting. Okay, so d orbital is further split into two groups. First one is T2G and second one is Z. T2G is ground state on downside and Z is upper side. Here Z is downside and T2G is upper side. This is possible in octahedral complexes. In octahedral complexes. In octahedral complexes, first electrons are enter in T2G group, then after EG group. Okay. So in octahedral, T2G is downside and EG is upper side of the splitting. Okay. And this is possible in tetrahedral complexes. This is possible in tetrahedral complexes. In tetrahedral complexes, first electron enter at EG orbital, then after T2G orbital. Okay, so octahedral means Ml6 type complexes. Ml6 type complexes. In tetrahedral means Ml4 type complexes. Okay. So basic characteristics or explanation of crystal field theory contain total 10 points. We covered 6 points in this board. Okay, so first one is in 1927, Bethe introduced this theory to explain stability and structure of the complexes. Complexes means coordinate compound. Coordinate compound means when ligand is attached with metal ion, and that time it forms special type of complexes compound, and this compound is known as coordinate compound or complex. Okay, so first point of explanation, CFT is the central metal ion is positively charged and it contains alkene. It comes from d block element. D block means 3D, 4D, 5D series. Okay, and second one is negative or neutral ligand attached with metal ion, positively charged metal ion, and ligand is electrostatic type. Okay, so third one is when the attraction between ligand and metal ion is electrostatic type. It means when ligand comes closer to the metal ion, at that time electrostatic field is produced around the metal ion. Okay, so these 3 points are for metal and ligand. Okay, so first point is when ligand is attached with metal ion, at that time s orbital and p orbital both are symmetrical. So energy of s orbital and p orbital does not change. It means it changes negligible amount. Okay, but all the d5 orbitals are degenerated in symmetrical. So ligand field is affected on energy of d orbital. Okay, so here in CFT deals with only one orbital, that is d orbital. CFT deals with only one orbital, that is d orbital. Okay, so in ground state all the 5 orbitals are degenerated. Degenerated means it contains similar value of energy, but when ligand attached with metal ion, at that time d orbital is further split into two terms. First one is T2G and another one is EZ. Okay, so in ground state all 5 d orbitals are degenerated, but when ligand is attached with central metal ion, at that time degenerated is destroyed. It means when ligand is attached with metal ion, at that time all the 5 suborbital contain not same energy. All the 5 suborbital contain not same value of energy. Okay, so d orbital split into two groups. First one is T2C and another one is EZ under ligand field effect. Okay, so T2G means dxy, dyz and dzx. These 3 suborbitals create only one group and it is known as T2G group. And for EZ group, dx square minus y square and dz square create another group and it is known as EZ group. Okay, so here in this case we can see that T2G is downside and EZ upper side. It means first electron is enter in T2G, then after EZ. If this is possible in octahedral complexes, octahedral means Ml6 type complexes. Here we can see that EZ is downside and T2G is upper side. So first electron entering Eg, then after T2G. Okay. So this is possible in tetrahedral complexes. Tetrahedral means Ml4 type complexes. Here Ml6. M means metal ion. M means metal ion and L means ligand. Ml6 means octahedral geometry and Ml4 means tetrahedral geometry. Okay. So this is the 6th point of crystal field theory. Okay. So seventh characteristic of crystal field theory is first, the splitting of pi excited d orbital of metal ion due to ligand field effect into T2G and Eg group having different energy is called crystal field splitting. Is called crystal field splitting. Okay. So the splitting of 5 d orbital. It means the splitting of different 5 d suborbitals into two parts. First one is T2G and another one is Eg. Okay. So the splitting of 5 orbital of metal ion due to ligand field effect. Due to ligand field effect. When ligand is come closer to the metal ion, at that time d orbital energies changes and d orbital is further split into two times in the presence of ligand field effect. In the presence of ligand field effect, splitting is observed. Splitting is observed. Okay. So splitting is observed in the presence of ligand field effect. And d orbital is split into T2G and Eg group having different energy. Here we can see that in this case T2G have lower energy but Eg have higher energy. But here in this case Eg is lower energy and T2G have higher energy. Okay. So Eg is T2G and Eg both have different energies and this is called crystal field splitting. Okay. So this is the 7th point. Now 8th point. Under the ligand field effect, which d orbital energy will increase and which d orbital energy is decrease. This is depend upon the type of ligand and the direction of ligand. Okay. So here in this case, T2G have lower energy but Eg have higher energy. But here in this case, Eg have lower energy and T2G have higher energy. Okay. So this is for first one is ligand field, ligand strength or ligand field, and second one is arrangement of ligand. Second one is arrangement of different ligands. Okay. So 8 point is under the ligand field effect. Under the ligand field effect, d orbital is split into two groups. Okay. So under the ligand field effect, which d orbital energy will increase and which d orbital energy will decrease. This thing is depend upon the types of ligand and the direction of ligand. It means the two types of ligand are possible. First one is strong ligand and another one is a weak ligand. Okay. So it is depend upon ligand strength and arrangement of ligand in geometry. Arrangement of ligand in geometry. It means octahedral or tetrahedral. Okay. So another point is in octahedral complexes ligand are on x, y and z axis. In octahedral complex ligand are on x, y and z axis. Okay. So energy of Eg is will increases and the energy of T2G is decreases. In octahedral complex ligand, arrangement of ligands are on x, y and z axis. So at that time, energy of Eg will increases and the energy of T2G is decreases. Okay. So here we can see that here in octahedral complexes, first electron is filled in T2G, then after Eg. It means in octahedral complexes, the value of energy of Eg orbital is higher than the value of energy of T2G orbital. Okay. So in octahedral complexes, ligands are on the axis. Ligands are on the x, y and z axis. So repulsion between Eg means d x square minus y square and dz square. And T2Z means dxy, dyz and dzx. Okay, so in octahedral geometry all these ligands are on x, y and z axis. At that time repulsion between the x square and the z square is occurred. So energy of EZ orbital is higher as compared to T2G orbital. Okay, so in octahedral complexes ligands are on x, y and z axis. So energy of EZ will increase and the energy of T2Z is decrease. Okay, so reverse in tetrahedral complexes. So reverse in tetrahedral complexes. In tetrahedral complexes, the energy of T2Z is higher as compared to EZ. The energy of T2Z is higher as compared to EZ. Okay, so first electron is enter in EZ orbital, then after T2Z orbital. Okay, so in tetrahedral complex ligands are not on the axis. In tetrahedral complex ligands are not on the x, y and z axis. So energy of T2Z is increases and energy of EZ is decreases. Okay, so the change of energy EZ and T2Z occur in the presence of ligand field effect. Ligand field effect create splitting of d orbital into two terms. So in octahedral complex all the ligands are on the axis. So at that time EZ orbital energy of EZ orbital is increases and energy of T2Z orbital is decreases. But in tetrahedral complexes ligands are not on the axis. It means ligands are near about T2Z axis in tetrahedral complexes. Okay, so at that time first electron enter in EZ orbital, then after T2Z orbital. It means in tetrahedral complexes energy of EZ is higher as compared to EZ. Okay, so this is the ninth one. And last one is 10. The energy difference between T2Z and EZ orbital produced due to ligand field effect. The energy difference between EZ and T2Z is produced because of in the presence of ligand field effect. Okay, and it is represented by delta. This sign indicates delta or 10 dq. Okay, suppose delta for tetrahedral, then it is denoted as delta tetrahedral, and delta for octahedral, then it is known as delta octahedral. Okay, so the difference between energy difference between T2Z and EZ orbital produced due to ligand field effect, and it is represented by delta or 10 dq. Okay, so this is known as delta or 10 dq. Okay, and which is known as splitting energy of d orbital. Splitting energy is the difference of energy between EZ and T2Z group. Okay, so 7 point of CFT is the splitting of 5 degenerate orbital of metal ion due to ligand field effect into two groups. First one is T2Z and another one is EZ. Okay, and it is called crystal field splitting. Okay, so in the presence of ligand field effect, the orbital is split into two groups. First one is EZ and T2Z. Okay, so this is known as crystal field splitting. Crystal field splitting. Okay, and under the ligand field effect, which orbital energy increases and which orbital energy decreases is taken upon two types. First one is the strength of ligand, and second one is arrangement of ligand in geometry. Arrangement means here in octahedral complexes all ligands are on x, y and z axis. So energy of EZ is increases due to repulsion between dx square and dz square, and the energy of T2Z is decreases. But in tetrahedral complexes all the ligands are not on the axis. It means at that time energy of T2Z is increases and energy of EZ is decreases in tetrahedral complexes. Tetrahedral means ML4 type complexes. Metal ion and ligands are 4. Here this is the ML6 type complexes. So in ML6 type complexes first electron entering T2Z group, then after EZ group. But here in ML4 type complex, in tetrahedral complexes first electron is enter into EZ orbital, then after T2Z orbital. Okay, And last one is the energy difference between two orbitals is due to Ligand-field effect, and it is represented by delta or 10 dq. Okay, and which is known as crystal field splitting energy of d orbital. Okay, so splitting of these two splitting of d orbital into two terms Ag and Q2 depend on only two. First one is strength of ligand. Strength means ligands are possible into two types. First one is strong ligand field, and another one is weak ligand field. So strong ligand field, strong, it means 3 Cl minus create strong ligand field cyanide. Another one is NS3 create, and last one is Cn and NS3 create strong ligand field. NO2 minus. NO2 minus also creates strong ligand field. But weak ligand field means H, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, H2O. This ligand create weak ligand field. So when strong ligand field is possible, when strong ligand field is occur at that time, suppose D6 stage. Suppose D6 system is possible in NL6 complexes. Okay, so all these 6 electrons are filled in first T2Z orbital. This is possible in strong ligand field. This is possible in strong ligand field. Strong ligand field, in presence of strong ligand field, first T2Z is completely filled. Then after electron is transformed in Z orbital. Okay, but here in weak ligand field, it is chlorine, bromine, iodine, it not create much more electrostatic field on the metal ion. At that time electron enter T2G and as well as Ag. Okay, so in the presence of strong ligand field, all the electron first T2G is fully filled, then after electron is transformed in Ag. But in the presence of weak ligand field, the alternative electron is filled in T2Z as well as in Ag. It means in strong field again, the electron enter according to Aufbau principle, and in presence of weak ligand field, electron is enter according to Hund's rule. Okay, so in the presence of weak ligand field, electron enter. First one is T2Z, first, second, third, fourth, fifth in the presence of weak ligand field. But in the presence of strong ligand field, electron enter first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, so this is also depend on energy of T2Z and Ag level. And second one is arrangement. Arrangement means if all the ligands are on the axis, at that time energy of Ag increases and T2Z decreases. Okay, and in tetrahedral complexes, the energy of T2Z increases because ligands are not on the axis. Okay, so this is the main 10 points of crystal field theory, explanation of crystal field theory. Seventh one is the energy difference between T2Z and Ag created due to ligand field effect, and this is known as crystal field splitting. Okay, so under the ligand field effect, which orbital energies increases and which orbital energies decreases, it depends upon two factors. First one is ligand strength and second one is arrangement of ligand. Okay, so in octahedral complexes, ligands are on the axis, so at that time energy of Ag increases and energy of T2Z decreases. But in tetrahedral complexes, ligands are not on the axis. At that time energy of T2Z increases and energy of Ag orbital is decreases. Okay, so due to the difference of energy difference between due to ligand field effect create energy difference between T2Z and Ag, and it is denoted by delta or 10 dq. Okay, so this is known as crystal field splitting of d orbital, splitting energy of d orbital. Okay, so explanation of crystal field theory contain total 10 points. First one is Swanbeck gives 1977 this theory to introduce the strength and stability of complexes. Okay, so these 10 points contain the characteristic of crystal gel theory. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.